This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Sharing their culture with others, we take you to this Native American intertribal powwow next. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Last weekend, our Sam Lassand Jr. spent some time at the intertribal Native American powwow in Drums. Here's part of his interview with Chief Lynn Littlewolf.
Powwow originally was when the Native people, the large villages, would split up into small family groups and they would go off to what we would call winter camps, because it's easier to feed 10 people than it is to feed 100 people. So they all went their different ways to winter, so to speak. In the spring, they would all come back together in this large village type setting, and they would have a big party, a big get-together and a big celebration. That was the start of powwow, what we know today. And then it picked up in the reservation era when the Indians were all put on the reservations and they had nothing to do. Dance became much more important and powwows became more plentiful, and they were all year round at that point in time.
What are we going to see today with the ceremony?
I'm going to MC, and we're going to explain as we go, you know, what the different dances are, what the categories are, if they are tribal dances, or mostly we have all come together and we have adopted just certain styles of dance. They're not necessarily tribal. A lot of them have developed from tribal things, like our grass dancer. If we had a grass dancer, which I don't know if we have today, in the olden days, when the Indians would come together to dance on the prairies, the grass was high. It was hard to dance in that high grass. They had designated dancers, grass dancers, who would go out and dance and stomp down the grass. And so we have people today who do that grass dance. We send them in first symbolically to stomp down the grass for us. And they wear a lot of yarn and loose on their regalia, and it's supposed to represent the flowing of the grasses in the breeze and the wind on the prairie. So a lot of dances are area specific. They were adopted from, you know, different areas of basically all of North America.
So this is open to the public. What would you like the public to know about the tribes?
Well, we would like to teach them and have them understand, you know, that we're not heathens, and show them how hard it is for us to walk with one foot on one side of a line and one foot on the other side. We want to live our ancient tribal ways, but we've got to live in today's society. And that's why powwow is so important for us to come together. We can put both feet on that side of the line at powwow, at our old ancient traditional ways, at powwow. So I'd like the public to, you know, understand that we are a very spiritual people. When we come together here, there's no animosity among us, and we would like other people to see that and try to learn we can all get along that way.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our weekend weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 62 degrees. Saturday is sunny with a high of 83. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 64 degrees. Sunday, it's mostly sunny with highs in the mid-80s. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 66. Monday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high of 85. At night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low of 68. Tuesday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 83. And Tuesday night, a 30% chance of thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low of 61 degrees.
When a big bird alights on a local farm, it's usually a goose, duck, or turkey vulture. But this bird wasn't one of them. An iridescent blue head and tail feathers sprouting eyes made that clear. The peacock cooed a little, but Sugarloaf Township didn't resound with a wail that Raymond Carver transcribed as "Mea! Mea!" If it had been something I was hearing late at night for the first time, says Carver's narrator in the short story Feathers. I'd have thought it was somebody dying, or else something wild and dangerous. A gift of peacock feathers in the story precedes misfortune for the narrator and his wife, but for the giver, the feathers represent gratitude toward her husband who fulfilled her girlhood dream of owning a peacock. Peacocks aren't pets. They live naturally in forests in India and Central Asia, and they're endangered in Southeast Asia. In cities, they turn bothersome. On farms, however, they protect crops by eating insects and mice. In Sugarloaf Township, Edward Qualick has raised them for years and posted a sign along St. John's Road that says Peacock Crossing. For me, seeing a peacock took me back to boyhood. I learned to swim at a big pond with a campground and a small game farm, where my friends and I often saw a male with its feathers fanned and their eyes toward us.
Coming up, high school sports may have been on pause in the spring, but one group was busy trying to get girls wrestling sanctioned by the PIAA. We have that story in sports. And next, we take a look at the latest piece of equipment the Lehigh Valley Health Network is using to save lives in our community. Here's tonight's social news. Visit Schuylkill County's oldest continuously running seasonal downtown farmers market in Shenandoah. It runs on Tuesdays and Fridays from 8 a.m. until noon on South Main Street. More growers are always welcome. For more information, call 570-462-2734. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce Women's Networking Committee is now accepting applications for their Women's Empowerment Grant. To download the application and see if you're eligible, go to hazletonchamber.org. You can also call 570-455-1509 or email lfalabelle@hazletonchamber.org for more information. Applications and cover letters are due July 31st. Ariana's CDH Foundation is hosting the Race for CDH in August, and they're looking for community sponsors. The deadline is Friday, July 24th. This is an opportunity to help children with congenital diaphragmatic hernia. For more information, go to raceforcdh.com. The sponsorship form is under the Race Information tab. And the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is looking for businesses to register for their job fair on Thursday, September 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. The cost is $275 for chamber member businesses and $375 for non-members. To register, go to hazletonchamber.org or call 570-455-1509. The Shenandoah Area Public Library is participating in a Depp and Pie sale with the libraries of the Pottsville Library District. You can purchase a 9-inch pie for $12. There's many varieties. If you're in the Shenandoah Area Public Library service area, stop in to order or call 570-462-9829. The Schuylkill Chamber of Commerce is holding their 2020 annual celebration on Friday, August 7th at Mountain Valley Golf Course in Barnesville. The cost is $75 per person. To register, go to schuylkillchamber.com. Reservations and payment are due this Friday. Here's the weekend worship schedule on SSPTV. You can watch the Mass for Inspiration Saturday at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. and Sunday at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and 6 p.m. You can also watch anytime at ssptv.com and on our YouTube channel.